Yes, guys, everything bite-sized here. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to be looking at another mental health topic and seeing what it's like to have schizophrenia. I'm scared to do this video as it's been suggested that I may have schizophrenia on top of my bipolar disorder, and I feel like I probably do too from the little I've looked into it. But hearing people's experiences with it, I feel like I'm probably going to scarily relate to a lot of it. So I might get a bit emotional. But anyway, someone asks on Reddit, schizophrenics, what is it like to have schizophrenia? The top comment is pretty short. It says, it's not fear, it's knowledge. You're not worried your friends are plotting to kill you. You know your friends are plotting to kill you. Even when you know you're having a delusional episode, you're still convinced the worst thing you could ever imagine is happening. There's no way to shake it. Yeah, I can unfortunately relate to that. The thing is it's hard to tell with bipolar and schizophrenia because a lot of the symptoms can overlap, and you can have psychosis just with bipolar disorder. So I may not have schizophrenia, I may just be suffering from a lot more psychotic episodes than most people with bipolar disorder do. And psychosis is psychosis, but it's going to hit hard, a lot of this, I think. So another comment. I'm getting emotional already. Let me just have a vapor quickly. Oh man, this next comment, I've got a feeling is going to be particularly hard hitting. From my own experience, I've had paranoid episodes coupled with a lot of delusions of reference where people are/were plotting all kinds of things, positive and negative. Never had a full-blown psychosis, but that explicit word is effing confusing. I hope I can give you a clear picture of it, but keep in mind that I'm not good with words, and it's kind of difficult to put these kind of things into words. Someone can do some nice little gesture to you, like help you with your groceries that you dropped. I then get paranoid that she does it to steal from me or poison my food. Oh man, I'm sorry to stop it, yeah. I can't leave my drink in a room full of people or anyone really, apart from my own mum. I can't leave my drink in a room with someone, then go to the toilet and then come back and drink that drink because I feel like they've done something to it, or like spiked it with drugs, or poisoned it, or or just generally done something to it. It's things like this and delusions that people are out to get me. It's things like this that make me think I might have schizophrenia. But anyway, let's carry on. I'll go back a bit. Someone can do a nice little gesture to you, like help you with your groceries that you dropped. I then get paranoid they do it to steal from me or poison my food, or someone from one of the secret societies that are plotting to help me and make me feel good about myself. Whoa, that's proper schizophrenic. Of course, this is already to react adequate on the situation. Yeah, they're not very good with words, bless them. After an hour, your voices kick in. Okay, so I don't get voices, but I do get hallucinations. Yeah, this is me speaking personally. I get visual hallucinations and distortions, and I have had voices, but only very rarely, and I have had other auditory hallucinations, but only very rarely. Anyway, after an hour, your voices kick in and are saying he is friends with your... They are friends... Okay, so they're talking about the person who dropped the groceries. After an hour, your voices kick in and are saying they are friends with your co-workers, and they all set this up to see how you'd react to him or her. After that, you are thinking of all the things that your co-workers have said to you and have paranoid and delusional thoughts about it, thinking they are working with the FBI and monitoring your every action, or that the place you work with all your co-workers does not only exist to give you work. Oh wow. This is a small example of how one thing can become big, with multiple of those experiences occurring a day. Everything seems to intertwine, change, and you don't know how you react or behave around people, because maybe they're helping you, plotting to kill you, or maybe just actors in some kind of Truman show. You start questioning what is real, and you can't give an answer, because in your head all the 100 paranoid ideas and beliefs could be real, and you just don't know what is real or just a thought anymore. When an episode comes to an end, all the paranoid ideas and delusions become less regular, but some have been so strong that I still believe them, although I don't see any evidence for them that is still true, so I've become less confused. Of course, this is for me and how I experience it. I can believe that for someone who has a full-blown psychosis, that when an episode is ending, they will experience what is described above. Whew, that was a bit of a read. Yeah, no, I can can relate a lot to that. Like for instance, I sometimes think that I'm being watched and stuff like that, or like digitally. I know we are being digitally tracked nowadays, but you know, like special attention put on me and scrutiny on me, like and someone's gonna try and hack my account, or like, you know, like someone's out to get me. Yeah, look, just for no reason as well. Like, I haven't done anything to anyone, so there's no reason that someone should be like trying to get me or monitor me or surveil me. So I don't get it. Like, but that's a common delusion, like with schizophrenia or just psychosis in general. Is just you think like the worst thing is going to happen to you. And there doesn't always even need to be a trigger, and it's really scary, man. Like psychosis, and hallucinating can be especially scary, because then you don't know what's real or what's not, and the delusions in your head can be so strong that you literally believe them, even though you know you're being delusional. You still believe the delusions. It's a really hard thing to describe, and the anxiety you feel and the panic you feel as you're going through these psychotic episodes is tantamount to like it's just the end of the world, basically. That's what it is to you at the time. It's the end of the world. But yeah, I'm gonna read this one last one. Let me have a quick vape, a drink of beer, and a vape. I only really read the top replies to get the juice, you know what I mean? This is really sad, man. Okay, so I'm gonna be like censoring the explicit words. Alright, it's effing agony. At every stage of your life it will make you suffer. I've very recently gotten on medication. Over the course of 2 years, I finally managed to find medication that works very well. The side effects aren't that bad, at least compared to the medications before. Anyways, I think the worst part is that it will cause you to act in ways that nobody will ever understand. You will fully believe things that are completely nonsensical. Paranoid episodes are a horrific, imagined feeling like everyone is trying to kill you. I mean that literally. I know that phrase gets tossed around a lot, but actually try and picture it for a second. Have you ever been running from someone you thought was out to get you? Literally picture that. At every corner you see someone, that feeling comes. That feeling of fear is horrible, but it's made so much worse by how people react. My parents couldn't tell what I was feeling. I thought that if I told anyone about the hallucinations or the crazy conspiracies I thought were real, I would die. So I would hide. That sounds like they've got it really severe. So I would hide when I started panicking. I would try to hide it, and my parents would make me panic so much worse. The way that it cripples you socially is one of the worst elements of it to me, and that social isolation will just add more and more legitimacy to your delusions, because no one there is there to tell you that it's crazy. Yeah, me personally speaking, I could really do with and need people around me to bring me back down to earth, especially with my bipolar disorder. When I get all manic and that, I need someone to just like chill me out. Anyway, carrying on. I was always in a state of constant alertness because of stupid things I was afraid of. Okay, I'm going to interject again. Yeah, so when you're in this fight or flight state because of these delusions and these paranoid feelings, that's bad, because that's releasing a cocktail of stress hormones and adrenaline into your body, preparing you to fight or flight. And these hormones and chemicals have an adverse effect on the body and the brain. So to be almost constantly pumped full of them is really bad for you physically and mentally. Anyway, cracking on. When I finally started coming out about it, I was met with tons of resistance and claims I was lying. It really effing hurts to come out about your problems and get hate for it. Yeah, some people have told me they don't think I have bipolar because I hide it. I used to hide it like relatively well, and that used to kill me, man. Anyway, the way it makes your head race is just painful. Staying up all night thinking I was in danger. Oh no, yeah, I get this. Like, I think all night I think about my delusions and I struggle sleeping. It's really hard. That's not all the time, that's just sometimes. Anyway, overthinking everything and everything, hearing things that aren't there and being convinced it was real. Then there's what they call delusions of grandeur, where that you think you're powerful or genius or supernatural. essential. Yeah, I can get that. These make you do crazy shit, often extremely dangerous and ungodly embarrassing things later on in life. Just a note for everyone out there, please, when someone comes out about it, please be patient, don't panic, and accept that this is really happening. Schizophrenia is not just a thing in music and movies, it is a real thing in the real world, and it really effing hurts. I'm sure I could explain this better if I took a little bit more time for it. This is a really rough explanation. Parentheses, getting a bit emotional about it. Yeah man, me too. I'm sorry bro or sis, but yeah, it effing sucks. I've heard people say, I wish I was schizophrenic. What? People have said what? Yes, I've actually heard that said before, and it's the most insulting thing I've ever heard. Edit, thanks for all the kind words and awards. I really would hope my story can help others. I'm trying to answer all the questions I can, but I only know so much. Thank you all. Edit. I've been trying to answer everyone's questions, but I got like 20 in an hour and a lot of them were repeating. I'd recommend looking through the other replies and finding something that applies to you. Sorry about that, but it's getting stressful. Yeah, I can. I would imagine that would be quite stressful, like having to keep going over and over your illness over and over again. Okay, so yeah, that was what it's like to have schizophrenia. You've been locked into everything bite-sized. Check out my music videos, check out my shorts, check out my educational content, check out my true crime content, check out my other content like this, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.